Hello! Can you guys hear Rena? You guys should be able to. What? Who is that?
Hi. Who?
Who? Do you want to introduce yourself?
Well, who could it be? But Adora Fortune's sister, Rena Lunette.
Oh my god! Yay! Who could it be? Oh my god, I love your greeting. Your greeting is so cute. Who could it be?
You're cute.
No, you. Hello, welcome, Adora. Welcome everybody to my stream. And me and Rena's stream. It's the both of our streams now.
Oh wait, yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, and I even changed the time of the day for you in my stream.
You really did.
It's nighttime. Usually it's daytime for me in this background. But I changed it to nighttime for you because you're an owl. You're a nocturnal.
I'm a night owl.
Yeah, you're a night owl. Ooh, yeah.
Soaring into people's dreams.
Yeah, yippee! Oh my god, it's Rena, and this is our first like official collab, isn't it?
I mean, I don't know if we count Minecraft.
I feel like that's not really counted because like
it was a big collab.
Yeah, it was a big collab. There was a lot of other people there, and you know we had like alone time, but it wasn't like a full on like one-on-one collab. So this is our first ever one-on-one collab. Yippee! Yay!
I'm honored to be on Adora's channel. Hello everyone.
I'm so happy that you're here. I'm honored that you're here and decided to come onto my show, my little talk show, Terra Talks. Thank you for coming.
I'm so excited. Thank you for having me. I've been looking forward to this.
Really? Me too. I've been wanting to read your cards for a long time now. And I actually wanted to offer it to you before. But we were both so busy that I was like, oh, I can't do it now. Or, you know, we had to like reschedule because, you know, some stuff happened. And then now we can like actually properly sit down and have a little like sleepover kind of.
Yes, a sleepover.
Yeah, yippee.
A dreamy little
sister
sleepover.
tower. Yeah, we're Ichiso sister towers.
We're the Ichiso sisters. Well, we're the sleepy Ichiso sisters.
Yeah. Oh my god. And I'm so happy that we're sisters. Rena is the sweetest ever. Rena is so sweet. You know you. You're so sweet.
I'm so excited with you and Maria as my sisters. Like, both of you are such sweethearts. Like,
Me too.
How did I get two great sisters? I love you both. Technically three. We're looking up at in the sky at you, our fairy.
In the sky. Oh my god, don't even. I miss her every day.
She's the shooting star in the background.
Yeah. She's a multiple shooting stars. You see the little 3 stars at the back of my background? Yeah. That's the 3 of us, and then the shooting star is Pomu.
Oh my gosh, you're right.
Yeah. Rena's mentioned her excitement for this in a Zatsuo 2 or 3. Really? Somebody exposed you in my chat.
Yes, I've been super excited. Yes.
Oh my god,
I've been so excited.
Oh my god, me too. I've been like vibrating with excitement. Every week I'll be like, Rena, do you want to come on? Rena!
I'm like, yes, please. Yeah. I will stay up for you. I will stay up for you.
Yippee! Oh my god, I'm so happy. Okay, so the way that Tarot Talks works, for me to explain to you and as well as chat, basically while I'm shuffling your cards and asking for your question that you asked me, I'm going to be asking you a couple of questions, whether it's related to the question that you're asking or really related to yourself. So it's kind of like a show, like a talk show. For my viewers and for other people to get to know you better, and also for you to get your your questions answered. Yes.
I love this. I love this. It's been so long since I've had my cards read, and I'm honored that it's you.
Oh my god,
I'm so honored.
I'm honored that I get to be your first tarot card like reader for after a while. Yeah. Okay, so do you want to ask me your first question maybe? So you get like you can ask me like any number of questions. Although I will say the minimum is at least 3. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. So what's your
Let
first
me
question?
think.
Take your time. Take your time.
Whew.
Oh, okay. I have a question for you.
Oh?
This is kind of like meta a little bit, but what do you like owls? Like what made you decide on your, your outfit, your design and stuff like that?
Oh.
Mm.
I actually do love owls. I love owls a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Just also because like they're cute.
Mm.
I don't want to say like Tumblr influence for
Uh-huh.
the OGs out there. I have an owl lamp on my desk.
Oh.
Owls also have like great symbolization in dreams depending on how the dream goes.
Oh, yes.
And it's just they just have they're guides.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes.
I have a lot of love for owls. They're just so cute and
yeah. Just like you.
yeah.
Oh my god, I see. It's really interesting. So you said that like owls have spiritual significance in dreams, right? What kind of significance do they have in dreams? Maybe if you want to share, because I know that you do like dream analysis, right? I don't know anything about that.
Hold up. No,
it's okay.
I know
Mhm.
I know like they definitely it's wisdom.
Yes.
Wisdom and guidance are the main two. I had to pull up a page really quickly to pull up the rest.
It's okay. No. I get you so bad. It's okay. Take your time.
But it definitely represents like wisdom, and just guiding you towards like it's like a spiritual guidance. And car horn. Hello.
Oh, you could hear that?
Speaking of guidance.
You could hear
a
that?
lot of beep beep. Right
Beep.
back.
Yes.
It can be like hidden truths or transformative power of change. I don't know if you watch Adventure Time. They can also like
bit,
there's
yes.
a character called the Cosmic Owl who gives like
Ooh.
I kind of also base myself a bit off the Cosmic Owl.
I see.
That owl, yeah, owls can also have like was it primitive? Was it primitive?
Primitive?
Ringlish, yeah. Premonition! Premonition is the word I'm thinking of.
Premonition, yeah.
Yeah, there can be some premonitions within those dreams. So owls, moons, they have a lot of similarities. And yeah, I love them a lot. Big old eyes like these.
Round, big eyes.
1,000-yard stare. They're like big old cats sometimes.
Honestly, I've never really thought about it that way. That's really cute. Owls are cute. Now that you mention it, I do think that they are cute. Yeah. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So, do you have your question in mind?
I think I do.
Yes. Okay. You
in
worries
terms of
if
the
you don't.
cards.
Okay. The cards.
So.
Yes.
How is this year going to look?
Okay. So Rena's question is, how is this year going to look for you in 2025? Okay. So I'm shuffling the cards now. Sometimes it does take a while for a certain card to pop out. So let me think. Okay. So while I shuffle, let me ask you a question. You say that you do dream analysis, but how did you get into, dreams and like dream analysis and, what goes into like dream analysis basically?
I would say like I get very vivid dreams. I've always had an interest in them, but like I've always had vivid dreams. I always remember my dreams. I write them down. It got to a point that I could even map out my own dreamscape.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
Oh
I know
God.
locations in my dreams. So I always do look at interpretation sometimes, even for like silly little dreams that don't make sense. There's rarely a time where I forget my own dreams. And I used to like
yeah.
I don't know. I just and then also people who just talk to me about, you know, their own dreams, or what is it called? I guess it's lucid dreaming, because I also have lucid dreaming.
Yeah.
When they're curious about, like, so it's so vivid, it, like, I feel like I'm there, but I know I'm asleep. Like, it could be night paralysis, it could be sleep, or it could be lucid dreaming.
Yeah.
And, you know, I mentioned this in every dream journaling session. Dreams are silly. Our minds are wacky, goofy, zany even.
Yes.
But there could also be meaning to each dream. But also my interpretations can mean many things. But maybe, like, this does pertain to a certain matter that you've come across, or maybe, like, it's an internal issue because, like, again, brains are very funky. They can project things into your mind.
They are.
Like, if you're stressed, but you don't outwardly feel stress, and it comes in certain waves in your brain, and you're like, well, I wonder what that means. And then you sit down, you're like, oh, okay, that makes sense. After hearing that, I should probably, you know, sit down and, you know, calm down, like, you know,
like,
see
relax, maybe.
Yeah. See what I can take out of my day or my week to give myself some peace.
Yes.
Or maybe you'll have a dream that is dealing with grief. And you may not even realize that you're grieving something that was years ago.
That's true. Yeah.
And and it might not, like, all grief is different. As someone who recently went through grief, but it could be like a happy memory of a person who came and visited you, like you're missing them. And yeah, it's just, dreams are fun. They're so creative. Like, it's just nice to have a peek inside people's brains sometimes to see, like, what's happening in theirs.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, that's really informative. Thank you for sharing with us. You know, that's really funny that you mentioned that, but I also have really vivid dreams. So
Please
like,
please submit me some of your dreams.
I will. Maybe I will. Maybe for your next dream journaling session, we could, like, sit down or something, and, like, this time around it's on your channel. I can tell you about my dreams. Because the only thing with me is that I instantly forget them, or, like, I almost always forget them. Yeah. Like, I will have, like, it's, for me, it's like I always have had, like, very vivid dreams and very strange dreams as well, to the point of, like, sometimes I'll feel like I wake up and, like, I feel like I lived a different life because it was, like, it felt like it was that long.
Yeah,
and it's, like, always very vivid.
Yeah, the linear, like, honestly, the time within dreams can feel like it can be years to even just minutes, and you could have been sleeping for like hours between, or even like 5 minutes can feel like
5 minutes
in your
can feel like
dreams
forever.
Yeah, in your dreams. Like, you can live an entire lifetime in your dreams sometimes.
And that scares me. And that scares me. Like, I don't want to, like, wake up and I realize that, like, my entire life, like my perceived life. Have you seen that one Tumblr post that's like, oh, the lamp looks a bit weird, you know?
Yeah.
That's like, that's a bit of fear. Yeah. Also, hi Yui, thank you so much for the raid. Hi.
That's my wife, my fellow Stellarverse wife.
Oh my god. Hello, thank you for the raid. Hi, welcome in, raiders. Hi. I love Adora Fortune and Weena Woonet so much. They're so cute. I want to marry both of them. Usachi Yui.
I'm also we're already married. We're already married, Yui.
But
we could get married again. Yes.
Yay! Now we're sister wives for real.
We gotta join that show, sister.
We gotta be sister wives.
Yeah. You gotta have a TNZ show.
Yeah. Oh my god. But hi raiders. My name is Adora Fortune. I'm a High Priestess VTuber from VOLs 2nd generation, and I'm here with Rina Lunette from SVP today. It's a collab, and I am reading her cards, which I've already pulled out, by the way. When we were like chatting a lot So I was like, that's okay. But yeah, so back on the dreams thing, it's just really scary to me. Like sometimes I have like,
Yeah.
I don't, and I never ever know what they mean. Like I'll have really vivid ones where I still remember some of them, or like sometimes when I wake up and like they left a big enough of an impact on me, I'll just grab my phone and I'll like half asleep, my eyes are like completely shut. I'll just like type it out and I just go back to sleep. And then when I wake up, I've completely forgotten it. So I feel like we're kind of like the same but like different.
Yeah, I'll catch you right when you wake up and I'll be like, Dora, tell me your dreams now. I'll write this all down. I'll journal it.
Yeah,
I'll journal it and I'll
I
analyze
will,
it.
I will. I promise, I will. Okay. So I pulled out your cards. I have 3 cards here. And this is to say, okay, the first card is the 7 of Pentacles reversed. The second card is the Page of Pentacles reversed, and the last card is the Sun upright. So, here's what I'm here's what I'm kind of picking up right now, okay? And feel free to tell me if I'm wrong, right? So currently the way that I read this is the first 2 cards are your present. There's a present, your future, and then your there's a present and your future, obviously, and then your past. So what I can pick up from your present right now is I feel like you're kind of burnt out a little bit with regards to content creation, or it could be about content creation, it could be about your life in general, maybe your career, your day job, or maybe with relationships as well. Although I'm kind of leaning more towards like your career, or like if you have a job or if you've been job hunting, I feel like you've been pretty burnt out about that. And this could be about content creation as well, because both pentacles represent, the suit of pentacles represent like material wealth, right? Material success, or objects and possessions and stuff like that, and also with finances, obviously. So the 7 of Pentacles reversed represents like, how do I say this? It feels like maybe you feel like you've been stagnating a little bit, and as a result of that, that could be contributing to your frustration with where you're at right now. And that's right now, that's your current present, right? Where you feel like maybe you've been a little bit burnt out, and as a result, I think maybe you've been procrastinating on a couple of projects. Or it could be projects, it could be like other stuff like work, and I feel like because of this, like because of this energy, basically a lot of things feel very stuck, right? And it could be a number of reasons why it's stuck. Maybe it's because you haven't been feeling as good physically lately, or maybe it's because like you have been having some disagreements, I think, with like some people in your life. It could be your family, could be your like not significant other, sorry, it could be like significant people in your life, like your family, maybe a close one, maybe a family friend, or like something like that. So what I feel like is currently you're feeling a lot of frustration with where you're at right now, with your place in life right now, I think. How do you feel about that?
Oh, like, you can't see me, I'm nodding behind the screen. I've been like nodding like naruhodo. Yeah. I think I talked about it before recently, like on a members, but I think I've also been pretty open about it too, that I've been dealing with a little bit of burnout. Just because like a lot of things like have been piling up, and of course, like I've talked about it before, but my day job is I am a caregiver for mother and father Lunette. So I haven't really had time to really outside of like dream hopping here, I haven't really had the time to really get as much projects done as I want to, or if they've been delayed. So
no,
that definitely it makes a lot of sense when what you're saying, especially in regards to like family. And of course we had the loss of my cat too. That's family.
I'm so sorry about that, by the way.
Oh, thank you. So I feel like all of that just, it definitely leans in on the burnout. Luckily there hasn't been like pressure for me to be like, oh, you need to do this, and everyone's been very understanding of my situation.
But so I feel like
yeah,
I feel like maybe it's kind of yourself that's putting the pressure on you.
Oh like, yeah, definitely, 100%.
Yeah, so that's kind of the frustration that I've been feeling with you lately. It feels
Oh,
like
yeah.
it feels like you're very like frustrated with yourself for not moving forward. Because I didn't know that you were facing burnout. But that's like the first like feeling that I got, that like you're just feeling like really tired. You're feeling burnout. You're feeling exhaustion. You kind of feel like frustrated also because you haven't been able to move forward with your plans or your projects. And so I maybe it also kind of feels like you're worried about being left behind. Like I think that's like the one thing that keeps repeating in my mind is that you feel like you're worried about being left behind. Like, oh, in order to match other people's paces, I have to do this or I have to do that, or if I'm not like constantly producing something, then like people won't like want to be like around me, kind of, question mark. But that's kind of the feeling that I get, basically.
Oh, I can see that. Yeah, yeah.
And the second card that I got, sorry, you're saying?
Oh, I was just like thinking, I'm like,
Mhm.
for like me being like, okay, well, I need to put out ASMR content. I need to do this, but my voice is it's that push, like you said, like I'm being hard on myself. So I definitely see that, especially like we talked about it earlier, and I
Yeah.
know some of the sleep peeps here know
Mhm.
my voice is a bit on the quiet side today.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's adding in on that. So I can definitely see where you're coming. Like like I'm nodding constantly here.
Yeah. No, it's okay. I wish I could have like your model up on my screen too, so that you can see like you were like just nodding and the two of us just nodding. Maybe next time.
Maybe next time I'll have like a nodding emoji who's just like nodding.
It's just like
Take the finger spins as nodding.
Yes. But yeah, I can kind of sense that, because the second card that came out was the reverse Page of Pentacles. Okay, and the Page of Pentacles, when it's reversed, it kind of points to you being scattered all over the place. Like you're not really focusing on something particularly, and it feels like you have a lot of things on your plate, right? Like because of all the things on your plate, you feel like you're not too sure where to direct your focus, and so you're like whoa, what do I do? Do I do this? Do I do that? And as a result, you feel very like overwhelmed, especially with like the demands that are of you, of your day job, as well as streaming, because streaming is a job. It's considered a job, with the amount of work that we put into it, especially. And so this card is kind of like not a warning but advice. It's trying to tell you that you need to take a break, give yourself a break, let yourself reset your mind. And this break doesn't mean like stop streaming right now,
just like a mental.
Yes, like a mental break. Take the time to do the things that you like, take the time to do what you need to do for yourself, because when you're like not giving yourself any time to rest, because it's one thing to actively be doing something, right? Like that's the physical act of doing something, but when you're mentally stressing yourself out about that too, that's an added like layer of stress where like you're constantly like frazzled, because you're like, I need to be doing this, I need to be doing this, I need to be doing this, but then you're not able to do it. That kind of doubles the stress and the frantic energy that you have, and all the more you're not giving your mind a break. Does that make sense? So not only do you not get a physical break, you don't get a mental break either.
That is, to me, as like that's me to a T.
Yeah, so the Page of Pentacles is telling you also not only that you need to ask for help, and whether that's asking for help from your family members or from your friends or from whoever else that you may be able to ask help from. Because I'm kind of getting the feeling that you're the kind of person that doesn't really tell people when you're going through something.
Yeah. This is why we're sisters.
Yeah. Like it feels like you are very like you're a very bottle it all up kind of gal, which I'm calling myself out to. I'm also the same kind of person. That's why we're sisters. Okay, and that's why I immediately picked up on it. I was like, you're not the kind of person to talk to somebody when you're going through it,
Everything is daijoubu. Please take care of yourself. Me,
literally.
I'm gonna keep grinding work.
Literally, no.
You're
Me too.
so right.
We are the same. We are two sides of the same coin. Okay. But this is also basically this is telling you need to reach out to people. Hey, I'm right here. You need to reach out to people. You need to, you know, whether that's like sharing the burden of like basically just being like, oh, I feel really frustrated, I need to talk to somebody, or whether that's like in a more literal sense of like, can you help me with, I don't know, doing this, can you help me think of what content to do, you know, can you help me with like I don't know, like creating my thumbnails or putting up my waiting rooms or anything that like basically number one, you need to take a break. Whether that's like you don't have to stop working, but at least give your mind a break. And I know that's a lot harder to do than said. Like it's a lot easier said than done, right? But try to, you know, bit by bit, try to let go of that compulsion of yours of like, I need to work, I need to work, I need to work, you know, or like, I can't do this, I can't do this. Hold on, give me a second, I need to close my door. Give me a second.
Good. You're good. I'm writing notes down. Chat, she's on to me. She's on to me. We're sisters for real. She's so good at this. You're good.
Sorry. I didn't expect anybody to be home. But yes, so as I was saying, you need to ask for help and you need to give your mind a break, basically. And these two cards are basically like, this is your present and this is what you should do. And this is also what like the advice is, like what you know, it's not like a you must do it, right? It's like a for your own good, right? And the way I know that and
cautionary tale.
So I guess like I know you asked about your tweet. I just realized I've just been reading you and not really telling you about the year ahead. But
no, I need this. Yeah, I need this, Adora. I need this.
So the year ahead looks good for you, as long as you learn to kind of adjust yourself and also to kind of take what I told you in mind. You know, like I know that you feel very frustrated with where you're stuck at right now, with like your projects or your plans or your day job or anything like that. But if you take the time to give yourself a break and to focus properly after you've taken the break and after you've asked for help, and then you'll be able to focus. Basically, you'll be able to finally push through on your projects and your plans and stuff like that. Because the last card that I pulled for you is the Sun upright, which represents happiness, you know, succession, optimism, confidence, happiness, you know, all the good things, right? The card represents a feeling of, you know, fulfillment of, you know, I've achieved all of this, and also in order to get here, you know, I managed to go through like periods of darkness, but now I'm here, right? And now I'm like, yeah, like I'm prospering, there's abundance in my life, there is you know, joy in my life, there's happiness and there's fulfillment. You know, I finally managed to achieve the things that I want to achieve. And so what it's trying to tell you is that you will succeed, you will have, you know, your projects, your plans, your whichever, your career, they will take off in this year, provided you take the necessary steps to not let yourself burn out. And also you need to be careful of your mindset as well. I think a lot of the things that I'm currently feeling is like you need to be careful with how you feel, like your mindset surrounding certain things. Like instead of telling yourself like, oh, I'm a failure if I don't do this now, right? Or I'm a failure if I don't put out like 10 covers a year, I'm a failure. Instead of thinking that way, maybe you could think like each step of the way there helps me learn new things, or you know, the process is much more important than the end result or something like that, basically.
No, that's a really good mindset. I've definitely switched to that. I'm noting all of this down so I could be like, all right, this is what Adora told me. I gotta live by it.
You gotta listen. Listen. Yeah, but I think that, you know, regardless of which way you go, I think that you're very talented. I think that you will be able to achieve what your heart desires to achieve. Because all you need to what you need to do is just have confidence in yourself and be careful about not running into your obstacles again, your mental obstacles of like, I can't tell anybody about this, I had to bottle it up, or I have to do this now, or I can't like be stuck here forever. You won't be stuck there forever. With there will always be a way out. You just have to be careful, basically. Remember to ask for help, and remember that it will end eventually. This period of like darkness, of toughness, it will end because the sun will come. Yeah.
Oh, I like that little. The sun will come out. I like that.
Yeah, that's my favorite saying. The sun will always shine again. That's my favorite saying. The sun will always shine again. No matter how long the period of darkness is, the sun will always shine again. The sun will always come out again.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. So you can think about your second question too. It can be related to this first question, or it can be related to something else, or it doesn't have to be related at all. But while you think about it, maybe we can talk more about yourself.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, you mentioned that, you have some projects that you have planned. What are some things that you're looking forward to doing, if you can share, in the upcoming year?
Ooh.
Like, it doesn't have
That
to be
is a
like
good
specifics.
question.
It doesn't have to be specifics. It can just be like, oh, you know, I don't know. Like, I want to voice act in something, or I want to sing more. It can be like that.
I definitely want to sing more.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was going back to like the tarot reading. That is my biggest Achilles heel, because my voice tends to, and that's why I was like the question, not the question, the tarot reading about pushing yourself down because of it.
Yeah.
When you don't have control.
Yeah.
I would love to keep singing and do so much with my voice, but it's a bit difficult. And everyone's been very kind about it. It's more so myself. I keep punishing myself, which I need to not do. You're right.
Yeah. Precisely.
But I would like to organize. One of my big goals is I want to organize a big VTuber vocal collab, whether one or two. One of them, I don't know if you know Hello Project.
Kind of,
as
yeah,
far
I
as
do.
idol groups.
I do, yeah.
Yeah. One of my goals is to organize a big Hello Project collab.
Yeah.
Like a vocal cover. I would love to do that. I definitely want
fun.
to. Yeah. And just meeting so many other girls and, talent who love Hello Project. I'm like, fingy tap, fingy tap, fingy tap. Hey. Hey, you want to do this? I know, like, I have thought about, okay, what kind of, like, my train of thought just went, whoop.
It's okay, take your time.
I have been wanting to do more, ARG deep diving, if possibly.
Yeah, I love ARGs.
Same, I love them.
Yeah.
Like, go through and re-explore, like, ARG and unfictions. I've only done one through members so far, but I had so much fun doing it. I would love to, bring people in and, have a deep dive along with, like, the chat, so I think that'd be very fun to do.
That sounds really fun, yeah.
And I would also, like, again, more so vocally, I do want to plan some relays. Things like that. I think that'd be very fun.
That sounds really fun. Relays. Oh my god. I wanted to organize one too.
Yeah.
It's so
but
fun.
even if it's not like a vocal relay, because I've seen some people do like ASMR relays.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, that is such a cool idea.
It is.
Just like do like random relays that don't even have to be like vocally based. I think that'd be super fun.
That sounds really fun, yeah. Oh my gosh. Wow. Oh my god. Yeah, that sounds like good like plans to have. And I think that for sure you'll be able to achieve them. You don't have to like put yourself against a clock, right? And be like, I have to do it now. I have to do it like, in the next 6 months or something like that. You can always, take your time with them. And you can always be able to you will be able to achieve them for sure. That's what I believe. Yeah. Also
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna thank somebody.
Oh, you can go ahead. Thank them. I know. Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining a membership. Hi, welcome. Thank you. Yes, you were saying?
I also just remembered,
Mm.
one thing I would love to do is, I
Yes.
believe you were open about it, having
Mhm.
an autoimmune.
Yes.
And
Disability.
I'm also someone, yeah, I'm also autoimmune. That's why we were like sisters, for real.
Sisters, yeah.
I would love to do a charity, like, that is one of my biggest goals, is to do a charity stream.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Like, I would love to have that and have, like, people join in.
Mhm.
If it's like a charity concert or just like a endurance stream,
Yeah,
something like
yeah.
that. I would love to just do
Oh.
something,
Mm.
you know, to help with like people with health issues.
Yes.
There's many good organizations out there, so I would love to do something like that.
No, I get that. I get that 100%. That's also one of my
Hmm.
goals. I've always wanted to do something for
Oh,
charity. Yeah.
we're shaking hands.
We're shaking hands. We really are sisters. We really are sisters.
We really
Yeah.
are.
Yeah, we're so alike. I don't know if you've been open, like, you know, we're both like spiritual, I think.
Oh
Kind of.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like we were talking like before stream cuz about
Mm.
like the tarot and some Wiccan stuff, and that was
Yeah,
like I was like,
yeah. Yippee! Yeah, we are so
someone I
alike.
can crush to.
I never imagined. Like, you can always talk to me about it. Okay?
Same to you.
Yeah. But okay, do you have a second question in mind?
I'm trying to think of like
That's okay. You can take your
what's not
time.
going to contradict my first question, cuz I was going to say like
Uh-huh.
how can I develop, you know, how can I get more self-confidence?
Oh, wait, that's a really good question though.
Mm.
You want to ask that one?
Yeah,
Mhm.
how can I gain more
Okay.
self-confidence?
So Rena's question is, how can she gain more self-confidence? May I ask, is it like like with any particular aspect of you, or like just in general, just self-confidence?
My entire being.
Okay. Because from what I can see, at least from my perception, you seem to be pretty confident. But maybe, you know, obviously it's not always the case. How we perceive other people may not be the truth. Um, do
I'm confident in
you
some aspects,
Mhm.
but at other times I'm just very like, ooh,
Yeah, you know, I get
I
that.
could be better.
No, I get that 100%.
I see one mistake, like if I'm doing a karaoke, I do one
Mhm.
mistake and I'm like, okay, I'm graduating.
No!
Bye everyone.
No, that was me. That was me watching like my karaoke bot. And I realized the reverb was so bad that when I talked, I would be talking for like another 3 seconds after I finished talking because the reverb was that bad. And I was like, wow. Oh my god, I need to
I get
private all my
that.
VODs and I need to never sing again on the internet.
Me with my freaking debut stream muting.
Oh my god, I remember your debut stream. I was there. It was so cute. No,
I was
it
like,
was so
oh my
cute.
god, I ruined this company for real. I ruined us.
No, it's
But luckily
not.
people,
It was
yeah.
oh dear. Hold on.
Like now I think back
Mhm.
on it and I'm just like, oh, it was, you know, it's
It was
very,
cute. It's
it's
very
arena
cute.
core.
I remember watching it and I was like, Rita! Rita, your mic! Rita!
I saw like all the DMs,
Oh my
all like on Twitter, on
Uh-huh.
Discord, in the chat, but I wasn't reading them. I was just like, oh my god, I'm
Oh my
going
god, no,
overtime.
I
I'm going
get you.
overtime. I
get
gotta
you.
rush.
No, I get you. Okay, if it makes you feel better, I watched back my debut VOD recently, and
Mm.
I introduced myself like 5 times in the first 15 minutes. Like I went like, "Hi, I'm Adora Fortune," and I go, "Oh yeah, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Adora Fortune." And then like 3 minutes later, I was like, "Yeah, I'm a High Priestess. My name's Adora Fortune."
I loved your debut. You were so cute.
No! Oh my god, I remember being so nervous for that.
Same.
That I had to
Because no
like
matter how many times you
mm,
practice, it like you
oh
do
yeah.
rehearsal,
Yep.
but when it comes to going live,
Actual
it ooh.
yeah. And like seeing like so many people in chat and people like the chat just flying by and so many people in there. I was just like, "Oh my fucking
Mhm.
god, I'm so nervous." Also,
I
I'm still
get
shuffling your
that.
cards, by the way.
Oh yeah, you're
They're very
good.
stubborn. They're very stubborn today. But yeah, no, I remember like I had to I had to hold a like stuffed toy in my lap, or like I basically like I was squeezing it like to death the whole
Wait,
time I was
was
live.
doing it too.
Really?
I had a Shadow the Hedgehog
Oh my god.
Build-A-Bear plushie
I love that.
wrapped around one arm while I
Uh-huh.
had my Stream Deck and OBS. I also had a script in front of me the entire time to keep me on track.
Wow, yeah.
So, like, the main, like, I was like, do not focus on chat. Do not focus on chat. You're on a certain time schedule. You can't go over.
Yeah.
Keep reading. Stay on track. Oh my god, I'm going over.
No, I get you. Oh my god, I have like a really bad habit of like constantly reading chat. So even during my debut, I was like, don't look at chat. Don't look. I was like, oh my god. And then I looked and I was like, and I started like reading some chats and I was like, wait, don't do that. It was so funny. But it's so good to hear that like, you know, I wasn't alone. I also had like it's one of those stuffed toys that like the chest rises and falls. Like
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's like it has like a mechanic inside of it. So like when you're sleeping, it like breathes, and it has like a little like lullaby too.
What?
It's really cute.
Oh my gosh, I'm looking this up right now.
I can send you a link if you want. But like the mechanics are really loud, so and it's pretty cheap. But like I love it. Like I love it. Like if you press its paw, it plays like lullaby.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
There's a capybara one?
Yes! Oh my god. I'm still trying to shuffle your cards, by the way. For some reason they don't want to come out at all.
They're like, this girl doesn't get any self-confidence.
No!
We don't know how to read this girl. We don't know how to read this girl at all.
Well, I mean, just now, like, several cards just, like, spilled out all at once, so there's that. But what I'm kind of picking up on is, like, I think you're a very hard person to read, basically.
I guess so. I like you predicted earlier.
Yes.
I tend to focus on helping others versus myself.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I guess it's because I am an IRL caregiver that it's just that automatic focus.
It's very hard
of
for
like,
you to like.
I'm also very much a Capricorn.
Okay.
I am a strong Capricorn.
That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah. No, now that you say that you're a Capricorn, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I see it. No, I see it. Okay, so I'm still trying to shuffle for the last card. Oh dear.
Oh,
that's strange. Okay, hold on. I'm still trying to pull off for the last card. It's just that multiple cards keep popping out. So I'm just like, no, get back in there. I just want one.
They're like, we don't know what to do with this girl.
No!
What do we do with this owl?
No! This owl, she's an enigma. We don't know any. Oh. Okay.
She's an SCP.
Okay.
We gotta lock her up, guys.
Okay, I'll just take the 2 cards. So you have 4 cards that popped out. Let me look at them real quick. Okay. Yeah. So also, are you feeling any pressure in your shoulders at all? Or like any heaviness, any like aches in your shoulders?
How did you know?
I felt it. I was like, should I mention it? Should I not mention it? But basically I've been feeling this pressure. So I think I've mentioned this in my previous tarot talks reading, but I've been very in tune with certain things spiritually. So sometimes when I'm reading for people, I can kind of feel their physical ailments as well. There was one time when I was reading, basically I had a night where like I asked 8 of my friends to come in to like a Discord call, and like I read for all of them one by one. But for one of my friends, I was like, are you coughing right now, or like are you having a sore throat? And she goes, no. And then an hour later, she messages me and she's like, how did you know? Because she started coughing.
Oh no!
She started coughing after our call had ended, and she started feeling like pains in her throat after we had ended. She's like, how the fuck did you know? And I was like, I don't know!
I'm sorry I gave you my flare up.
No, it's okay. Like, I was just wondering if it was me. You know, sometimes you can never tell if it's like you or if it's the other person, but like, I don't have any actual pain. I can just feel, you know, like, I can just feel like a kind of like a phantom pressure, kind of. You know, usually that's how I get like understand what is ailing the person. So, not only okay, are you having any pain? Sorry, this is turned into a physical session. Are you having any pains in your legs? Specifically your lower legs?
How do you know?
Really? That's crazy. That is crazy. Wait, for sure, for real?
Yeah, my ankle.
Oh. Yeah.
Like specifically my ankle.
It's the ankles, yeah. Oh my god, that is crazy.
I swear to God, if you could guess the next one, if you feel the next one, I'm gonna be. Ooh.
The next one, I don't know. I'm not feeling it yet, but it could come through soon. Is it your chest?
No, well,
No?
a little bit, but not as strong as the others.
Okay. The next one. I didn't know if this was me or not, but I'm feeling a bit of the back, maybe?
Yeah.
No? Yeah?
Well, yeah, my back too. Yeah,
Ooh.
my shoulders, my back, my ankles. I gave you my flare up.
That's crazy because yeah.
If your wrists start hurting too, you're welcome, but not really welcome. I'm sorry.
That's my carpal tunnel. Don't worry.
I'm sorry if I add pain to it.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's all right. No, I can feel these kinds of things. It's like kind of something that yeah, I've always been in tune with. Not only that, I would say that sorry, I'm just talking about myself. I'm supposed to be learning more.
No. I want to know about this too. Like, I'm intrigued. Please go on.
Yeah. Usually when I'm reading for somebody, their own like physical ailments can come through to me as well. So it could be like not just your physical ailments, but maybe like some of your more like personality traits or like your bad habits. They could come through to me too. So like I'll be like, huh, can you sit up straight right now? And then the other person will be like, how do you know that I'm slouching? Yeah, so yeah, and with my back, because for me my disability is in my back, right? So I get like aches and stuff like that. So I couldn't tell if it was me or you.
I know, because I also have issues with my back, but also everywhere.
Oh my god, like, no, yeah?
Yeah, like, especially with my shoulders, because, yeah, where my flip starts, it starts to the shoulders, it hits my back, but also then hits my other joints.
Ah, that sounds painful. Oh no.
So, yeah, like...
Yeah.
We're twinning.
We're twinning, yes, we are twinning. We are in fact twinning right now. Yeah. No, I get it.
Not only sharing our mental, like, we're like, oh, we're so alike. We're now sharing.
We're now sharing disability. Yeah, we are. We're sharing the burden. Like for me, it's not really a pain. It's kind of like a phantom feeling. So I don't know how to explain it. Like it's like the feeling.
Oh no, I've had those before. Yeah.
Like it's not really phantom pain either. It's just like how do I explain it? Like I can feel like not hands, but I can feel like a touch on my shoulders, on my ankles, and like kind of like a little bit on my back as well. So it's kind of like a tingling feeling almost. Yeah, so that's how I knew. Yeah.
That is so cool. Maria, you want to get on this action?
Hey, Maria.
Maria, you want to join in on this? Do you want to break your bones and join
No. Okay, so the cards that I pulled for you, the first card that I pulled is the King of Cups reversed, which reverse represents again feeling overwhelmed, feeling very anxious, withdrawn and repressed.
Naruhodo.
So this is one of, I think, not really your insecurity per se, but I would say that this is like what you struggle with like opening up, with you know, being more vulnerable. I think that's one of your pain points, is being vulnerable, because maybe you feel like if I open up about something, then okay,
No, I
Let me
get where
like
you're coming
try
from
now.
with
I'm trying to.
that.
I know what to say next, but I'm trying to phrase it
Yeah.
properly. I think that maybe you feel that if you open up about your vulnerability, then you kind of cease to be useful to other people, and that's like
Mm.
something that you're very afraid of, I would say, because with you being a caregiver and with you being, you know, somebody who cares for other people a lot, I think that you don't really let other people take care of you because you're worried
No.
that like once the roles reverse, that like, oh, this person's gonna leave because I'm no longer taking care of them, or like I'm no longer quote unquote useful. I think that's one of your like bigger fears of like, oh, I can't tell anybody how I feel because I have to be strong. And I think you've been strong for a very long time. Like you've been you're a very independent person is what I'm picking up. You're
Mm.
very self-sufficient, but that's to a fault because you can't keep relying on only yourself for your mental state and for your physical as well, because you feel like, oh, if I'm not useful to this person, then like maybe maybe like they won't like me anymore or something like that. How do you feel about that?
100% agree.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause there's definitely times where
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I'm dealing with so much. I'm gonna type something up, and like I sit there and I have it typed up, and I
Mm-hmm.
go, they probably don't want to hear this, and I'll like delete the message.
Yeah.
Or even with like family, I'll do that where like I'll be with the Lunette brothers,
Mm-hmm.
and we're all yapping, and they're talking about their struggles, and I'm listening, and I think like, well, maybe I should bring up something, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, no, they just need a listener, so I will listen and kind of hold it in.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that
So
makes
I
sense.
definitely see, yeah.
Mm. You need to stop doing that. I think one of the ways to overcome, okay, so I'm one of the ways to overcome one of your insecurities. I think this is one of your insecurities, right? Because you want to be more confident. Your question was,
Mm,
how do I be more confident? I think that you need to be more comfortable with opening up to people. And even though I understand that there's that fear of like, I won't be useful to this person anymore, or like they don't want to hear it, you know, if they really don't want to hear it, they can let you know. And as a result of
mm,
that, you know, maybe you just need to find the right person that will be willing to listen to you, because you've always been listening to other people. You're always a listener, you're never listened to, you know. So
mm,
you need to be the one who opens up more. You need to not the one who opens up more, but you need to learn how to be more willing to talk about your feelings, I think, because I think
yeah.
that the people that love you, you know, will be more than happy to listen to what you have to say. They will be more than happy to be like, oh, what's going on, you know, do you want to talk about it, or do you want to, you know, like what's going on, you know. So I think
Mm,
that, and also for me, like I can say that for myself as well, like I would love to listen to you if you ever need somebody to talk to, you know.
and vice
um
versa.
yeah, of course, and you've listened to me already so much. So you do so much for other people, so you should let other people do help you as well, you know, with like the things that you struggle with. I think
Mm-hmm.
that one of the ways, a lot of people I think that being vulnerable means being weak, and that's not true at all. um Being able to share the burden of your feelings makes it lighter, basically.
Mm,
One, like I can't remember the exact quote. It was like, the quote was like, a burden shared is a burden lessened, or a burden, you know, like we take it on together. And you can always share that
yeah.
with other people. And that's one of the ways I think you can be more confident, is learning when and where you can talk to people, and you can be more vulnerable and open to the feelings, like, hey, you know, I've been feeling really upset lately, or I've been feeling really angry, really frustrated lately because of this, because of that. And the people that matter will listen to you and will care about it. Mm.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that definitely makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the next card that I pulled up was the Empress upright. And the Empress upright represents self-expression, creativity, and nurturing. And so I think one of the ways for you to be more confident in yourself is to take pride in your, you know, creativity, in your the sense of, you know, your how do I put this? Put it, let me think. one of the ways for you to be more confident, I think, would be to indulge in the things that challenge you creatively. Although I understand that like there's always the, oh, but what if I'm not good at it, you know, what if I'm not like immediately good at it? But nobody is ever good at something when they first start out, right? So one of the ways that I think you can be more confident in yourself too is by nurturing this like curiousness of yourself, and also nurturing the feeling of, I can fail now and that's okay, you know, like I can keep failing and I can keep trying and trying and trying, as long as I, you know, I can keep trying and trying and trying, as long as, you know, I try again. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah, that does.
Also, sorry, hold on, we gotta read.
Oh,
Lyra Seishi, thank you so much for the
yeah.
raid. Hello, Lyra. Hi, thank you so much for the raid. Hello, welcome in, raiders. I am here with my sister Rena Lunette. We are currently doing a tarot reading, and I'm reading for Rena. So welcome in.
Welcome.
My name is Adora Fortune. I'm a High Priestess VTuber from VOLs second generation, and I'm so happy you guys are here too. Welcome in. Hello. Yes. So going back to the reading. Sorry.
Welcome.
Thank you again for the raid. But well, going back to the reading is you need to learn.
Oh, you're starting to break up.
Oh no. Wait. Let me change my input. Hold on. Okay, is that better?
Yes.
Okay. So, with your insecurities and stuff like that, you need to learn to be more not be more creative, but nurture your creativity. I think that the way that you can do that is also find creative ways to approach your problems, and find creative ways to kind of not kill your insecurities, obviously, because insecurities are kind of like a part of us, but find creative ways to approach your problems and also to approach your mindset. Does that make sense? Like, I'm feeling really insecure about my voice, right? For example, then maybe instead of beating yourself up for like, oh, my voice cracked, or my voice, like I sound so awful when I sing, instead maybe what you could do is you could be like, well, I'm still trying, you know, I'm not, you know, there yet, but I can always get better and better and better, and in like 1 month's time, in 6 months time, in 1 year's time, I will be so much better than how I am now. And it is having that faith in yourself and your abilities that I think would help you be more confident. You know, you can be like, oh, then that just means I need to practice more, I need to sing more, maybe I should do more karaoke streams. And you should also embrace the part of you that's like, oh, but I'm scared of failing, you know, at least you tried. You can tell yourself that at least you tried. Yeah. That's the second card. And so let me take a sip of water.
Oh, you're good. I'm noting all of this down because this is such a good reading. Both like the first one and this one.
That's good to hear. Okay. So let me see. Oh, but yeah, what do you think about the reading so far?
I think it's right on the, what is the expression?
Nose?
Bullseye. But also right on the nose. Bullseye. Because yeah, I do have a trouble like definitely reaching out. I think the most I've been pretty vulnerable was in regards to Loon's passing, where I was actually like saying it's okay to grieve, and I was pretty open about that with people. But I did start to back off a little bit, being like, I don't want to burden them too much, but still being, you know, sad, like openly sad about it. So I did start to veer away from really saying anything about it. So I do agree with your sentiment. That's good. You know, feel more comfortable to reach out and keep talking about this stuff. And if they listen, they listen.
Yeah, if they listen, they listen. If they don't, then fuck them. Wait, sorry, you don't curse, do you? Yeah.
Oh no, I do. I've been holding my tongue just in case for your channel.
Yeah. No, it's okay. You know what? If they don't listen, then fuck them.
Okay.
You know, I firmly believe that it's okay, because sometimes you open up to some people, right? And then right after you open up to them, you have this really like strong feeling of regret, and you're like, shit, I shouldn't have told that person that for any number of reasons. Maybe you realize that the person
Me
isn't
in
as
any conversation I ever had.
Maybe you realize, like, maybe you think that like the person is like not as trustworthy as you thought, or maybe you think that the person is like, oh, like they hate me, or like they don't like me because I opened up to them. What I like to think and what I like to keep in mind is then that wasn't my loss. You know, like I trusted somebody, and if they betray that trust, or if they don't appreciate the fact that, you know, I opened up to them, like, I mean, not that they have to appreciate it, right? But if they actively are like, wow, like why the fuck is she talking about this to me? I'll just be like, well, okay, like I wanted to open up to you, and in return as well, like, you know, be vulnerable with you. But if you don't want that, that's okay. I can always find somebody who is willing to listen to me, or like, I don't know, like I don't want, I hope I'm not sounding like a stuck-up person.
No, because
yeah.
I also agree, like at a certain point we do need to, you know, have a good support system, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because community
Whether
is
it's
so
family,
important.
family, friend, community, you never know.
Yeah, because human beings are not meant to be alone, you know, and they're not meant
No.
to take on the burden of like the full weight of the human experience on their own, you know, not to get too philosophical up in here. But, you know, community, that's why community is important. Friends are important. It's very, very important to have people other than your significant other and your family to talk to, because I feel like a lot of times people are like, oh, but I just need my husband, or I just need my significant other, right? And that's all I need. But they don't realize that friends are just as important relationships as like their significant others. Obviously, like family comes above all, right? But there are just some things that you can't tell your family. Like, I can't tell my family, like, oh, I'm a VTuber, you know what I mean? Yeah, so I firmly believe that like having community, having like a tight like circle of friends that you can truly trust and that you can really confide in is very important, because if you keep carrying the burden of your emotions on your own, you're gonna break sooner or later, you know? Like,
that's so true, bestie.
yeah, you're like, you can bottle it up all you want, but like the way that I see it is, if you keep bottling it up, then the jar will explode sooner or later, and it's never good when something explodes.
I've been there before, so
yeah, me too. Oh, trust me, me too. Me too. Me 100% too. But yeah, yeah, and the next card that I pulled for you is the Nine of Wands reversed. And the Nine of Wands reversed represents like stubbornness and like rigidity. Basically, I think that maybe sometimes you might be, I'm kind of picking up the feeling that you might be a little bit stubborn. Or maybe
I'm a Capricorn.
Maybe
we're known for it.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't believe I'm too stubborn, but I do agree that I do have my stubborn moments.
Yeah, so what I'm picking up is that the reverse Nine of Wands represents like somebody who is pretty stubborn, or not even stubborn, but I think maybe you're not very comfortable stepping out of your comfort zone. And that could be one of the things that's limiting you, or like making you feel more insecure as well, is that you aren't very comfortable stepping out of your like zone, basically. You maybe, somebody may be like, oh, maybe you can do this, and then you're like, maybe not, you know, or maybe you could be like,
I mean, if we want to take it literally, we've discussed it before that I can't really leave due to my immune system. So I also take it in like a literal way of how you're reading this card. Like, people who want to be like, hey, let's meet up at a restaurant. I'm like, I physically can't.
Yeah.
So it's a stubbornness of like, there's things I physically can't do, and I do have to keep that, you know, bullheadedness about it.
Of course.
And being like, hey, are you masked? You know, you gotta X clear up. Did you take a test before we made up?
You gotta mask up, buddy. Yeah. But
which
those are
can
not
be
like
tolling
bad
to
things.
ask.
That's not bad things, you know. That's
Yeah.
looking out for your safety and your health.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
but
like I said, I am a caregiver, so it's also to make sure like my family is safe. But I do
Yes.
feel like that can become a burden, so I do like it's the worry, like, you know,
Are you
family,
burdening other
friends.
people? Are you
Yeah.
like making
So
them feel awful or like
yeah,
weird?
that's how I'm also
Yeah.
interpreting this read as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, yeah. That can be interpreted this way too. You know, because tarot readings, I think people don't understand is that you can interpret them any number of ways. Really,
I
you can
agree.
interpret them like differently for yourself or for other people, and for like, you know, whatever you may have. So what I kind of see is that like mentally as well, perhaps you have been feeling a bit like you don't really want to take risks, or you don't really want to step out of like what you're comfortable with, you know. And this can relate to this. I think this does relate to you not really opening up to people because you're not comfortable opening up, right? And as a result,
When I agree.
yeah, as a result, you may be limiting yourself in more than one way. Not just emotionally, maybe not just mentally. You could be like, oh, I'm not gonna reach out to this person because maybe they think I'm annoying, or maybe I'm not gonna step up for this because I don't think I can do it. Something like that. I think that you need to have more. The way that you need to have more confidence is to trust yourself, and to take more risks, and also to find more creative ways to nurture yourself and your, you know, abilities. Because I think that you're very capable. You're a very capable girl, and you can, you know, find ways to get around this and to grow your confidence and be more confident. You just need to have a little bit like have a little of a helping hand basically, and have a little bit of like a, yeah, like reminders basically from other people, like, hey, you're doing great, or hey, do you want to talk? And then maybe when somebody asks you like, do you want to talk, maybe you could be like, yeah, actually I do want to talk, you know. Or you could like give yourself like a pep talk or something and be like, oh, yeah, actually I need to open up because if I don't, I'm gonna explode, and if I explode, that's not gonna be good for anybody, you know. So yeah, that's the reading.
That is 100% spot on. Like I said, I'm writing notes on this, and
Yeah.
like I definitely want to get out my affirmation cards again.
Mm-hmm.
Just like in my daily affirmation cards, shuffle them
Yeah.
up and, you know,
Yeah.
do a like one affirmation a day. I think that would be
Yeah.
good.
That would be good. That's really cute. I love affirmation cards. Yeah, and you know,
Same.
affirmations are a good way to, you know, improve your mindset too, and to make yourself feel better, because I do that too. You know, sometimes sometimes you just have to give yourself the affirmations of like, oh, I'm worthy of this. I am worthy of that. Because sometimes you just don't, you get so caught up in yourself that like you don't realize that you're like talking down on yourself a lot, you know?
Yeah. 100%.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I definitely feel this reading. Both ways that you said it, I felt it very
Yeah.
strongly.
Yeah. So, yes. Let me see. What questions can I ask you? So,
Ugh.
let's see. Oh, thank you for the super. Thank you for the super. Just watching Adora makes me happy and relaxed. She has a strong motherly vibe.
She's a good sister, even though she's technically the younger sister. She's a great sister.
I'm technically the youngest. Yeah. Oh my god. Wait. I am. I'm the baby sister.
You're the baby sister, but you're so wise.
Thank you for the super again. Yes.
You could be an owl.
I could be an owl. Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. I could be an owl idol too. Oh my god.
You're
We
so
could be
wise.
twins. No, I don't think I'm wise. I don't think I'm wise. I think I've just lived
Girl?
through a lot of things.
Okay, but me too.
Honestly, we've both been through it.
Yeah, we're
Yeah. Okay, let me think. If you don't have any more questions, I think we could call it here too, actually.
I have one more.
Yes.
Unless you had a question before this.
No.
Okay,
You can ask me the question, and then I can ask you anything based off of that or otherwise.
Okay, this is more in terms of loss recently.
Yes.
With Loon.
Yes.
How do I word this?
Take your time. Take your time.
I guess what is the best way I could honor Loon?
Okay.
I'm doing what I can, but I'm like, I want to like keep processing and like next step to heal.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, for sure. While I shuffle, if you want to, no pressure. Do you want to tell us more about Loon?
Of course.
Yeah.
Loon, I adopted him a couple ago. He was about to turn 5. Well, he didn't. He was like 5 months old when I adopted him. It was from a cat cafe. He was
cute.
Yeah. He was actually the brother of one of my friend's cats.
Oh.
And they told me about him, and they were like, "Yeah, no one's adopting him." So we were like, "Well, how about we go and just see how it was?" Because I had just gotten like the grief that I had for my cat that passed before of old age. I was getting to a point that I was like, I feel like I might be able to move on.
Yeah.
So then came, his name wasn't Loon when I first met him. It was Luck because there was 3 kittens. Luck, Shock, Barrel.
Oh, yeah, that's cute.
So right when I met, he would be at Luck at this point.
Yeah.
He doesn't approach people, but he approached me.
Oh,
and we played for a bit, and right away I was like, I feel such a bond. I didn't expect to come home with a cat. Is all I was like. I did not expect that this was gonna happen.
Yeah.
And the cafe didn't either. They were telling me they're like, we were taking him off the site, as you saw. Like, we didn't think he'd be adopted. We thought he would be here for good. Like, they just did not think, because he was not the type to go around people.
Yeah.
He gets skittish and scared very quickly. He's scared of kids. So, yeah, we took him home, and I was like, you don't look like a Luck to me. And I also, let me preface, I got him on Halloween, and it was a full moon.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So
it was meant to be.
It was very meant to be. And I would say after a couple days, like, I was like, you know what? One of my favorite movies is The Cat Returns.
Yeah.
And there's a black cat called Loon. He is the prince of the cat kingdom. So if people have seen my post, like, he's returned to the cat kingdom, it's from The Cat Returns. And yeah, he did choose me. I'm honored.
Yeah.
He was for the first week, he was definitely like, I just don't want to be near anyone. I don't trust you. And then one day, I don't know, like, he didn't meow at all, so I thought he was going to have a really withdrawn, shy personality. Then one day, I remember specifically, I got Chinese food. And next thing I know, I look up, he's like 2 feet away, not even 2 feet, like a foot away from me, meowing in my face for some chicken. And I was like, so it begins.
Yeah.
He basically, sorry.
No, it's okay.
Because like I said, I have to be indoors due to my health, and also being a caregiver. Every day I was with Loon, so we became each other's support. Like, I could tell when his anxiety flare up, or if mine did. I knew like all of his anxieties. Like if my nephews and niece came over, he would just be in my room, or just loud noises. He'd go be with me. I knew what he never liked being picked up, but he wanted to snuggle on his own terms, which wouldn't always be on my terms, but it would just happen. So I'd have a cat laying on me, and I'm like, okay, here we go. This is it. You won't see me for a while.
Yeah.
Which is why I would call him my little nightmare. Just because like he would be a little menace at times.
Yeah.
He loved scratching at doors. He loved hiding hair ties under rugs. He scratched furniture, of course, and he tore up pretty much every single scratching post he did.
Oh my god, yeah.
He had the whiniest meow a cat could ever have.
Yeah.
People were like, "Is he okay?" I'm like, "That is just how he sounds. I can't help him."
Yeah.
We also shared like, we both have severe allergies, so like, I'd have to give him his medication every night, which that was his big thing. He loved getting his medication because I made it fun for him. It was a treat.
Yeah.
So he was never scared to take medication.
Yeah.
I made things fun for him, and I never made it scary. And he was like a little rascal, very silly, just wanted to snuggle, very affectionate. Sometimes like it's just you're being looked at and you feel the eyes on you.
Yeah.
And there he is.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds cute.
It's still been like it's
okay.
Yeah, I still think like he is around here sometimes, or it's just the phantom effect. Like I'll walk into the kitchen and just go, just my way to call him, or just go, Loon.
Yeah.
So I still struggle like with that, and even clearing out my office and my room, I still haven't gotten rid of his stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've already started on like figuring out, like I think I'm getting to the stage that I can start to clean things up a little bit, maybe keep some of his things as mementos, and maybe put like make something special out of it.
Yeah.
We are also doing we have a pet burial in our backyard, a little garden. For all of our animals that have passed of like old age or any complications. It's technically 4 pets.
Yeah.
But we're wanting to build like a nice little garden for them, something that's actually sustainable, because we get a lot of like dry droughts, but then we'll also get like a hurricane and a flood the next day. So
yeah, no, I get that. Yeah.
Yeah. But he very much was my rock. And I was his. We were there for each other. It was an everyday, so having that structure and that little special guy, a little special boy every day, it's a struggle. But Tater, my dog, he's not my dog, he's my dad's dog. I feel like he picks up on it, and so he's been doing stuff to kind of like help, which is good for him, because he's also a very nightmarish creature. Yeah, so he'll like hop up on my bed at random points, because he used to only go into my room if Father Lunette was out.
Okay.
So yeah,
he's trying to help you.
He is, and I've been very appreciative of it, because normally he would not sit with me. He would not lay with me. And he wouldn't just come up and prance around and be like, "Hi, how's it going?" So I know he also misses Loon, but him being so more like needy towards me, sometimes I'm like, you're doing this for me, and I appreciate that so much, Tater Tot.
Aw, Tater. Aw, that's so cute.
Tater Tot.
Tater Tot. Yeah. That's so cute. Okay. So I have pulled your cards. One thing that I will say before I do the reading, though, I will ask you some questions about Loon, if that's okay. So, does he have any favorite flowers?
I would say like he did eat a lot of plants, like nothing toxic, but I did lay lavender and a few other flowers on his grave, just because like lavender just looked like a good color on him.
Okay, yeah.
So I wouldn't say he had any favorite flowers. He just was like, "Oh, plastic or paper flower, I'm gonna eat it."
Yeah. No, the only reason I asked is because I kept thinking of sunflowers when I was thinking of him, and like while you were talking. So that might be something that he might want, or like something that he likes. I think maybe like just not sunflowers in particular. Maybe like the color yellow.
Yeah,
something
I'll
like
grab some to put on his grave.
Yeah, that's just a feeling I get. But I also do think that he is still around you. Particularly, could I ask, does he like to like weave himself through your legs? Maybe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The amount of times I've almost fall because he has silent steps.
Yeah, like what I get, like the imagery that I was getting was that he likes to weave himself around your legs. Particularly, I think he likes to rub his head on your leg, maybe around your ankle area.
Yes! 100%.
Oh, okay. And like maybe his tail likes to wrap around your leg too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, okay. The first card that I got was the Ten of Swords, which represents like tragedy, right? Grief. It represents like something like that you never saw coming, something that like devastated you and you never expected it to come.
Yeah.
And it is, in this case, would be, Loon passing. And
Yeah.
I think with the Ten of Swords, it represents someone who is kind of like, how do I say it? You're kind of clinging onto this pain, I think, a little bit, because to you it might be like, oh, this is how I remember Loon, this pain, right? Or like this pain that I feel. If I don't feel it anymore, then maybe that means that I don't care anymore, or not even that, like just you are kind of holding onto this pain of losing Loon, I think. And you are kind of like, what happened, like, like could I have prevented this, or could I have done something different, or you know like I think you're blaming yourself a lot with regards to this.
100%.
um
Because it was something
mhm.
that it was abrupt and something that could not have been easily fixed.
Yeah.
So I was given a few hours, if not anything. He would have passed. So even bringing him in, it would have been, I would not have had him.
Yeah.
So it was very abrupt, and there are times where I do blame myself, but I think I'm getting a little bit past that and understanding like it was a sudden medical urgency that was out of my control.
Yeah.
But I can
Yeah.
definitely see like I did blame myself a good long bit for it.
Yeah. um yeah, I think that like with the pain that you felt, obviously it's like no small thing, because you mentioned he was your rock and you were his. And I think you need to know that like this, like the pain that happened, it wasn't your fault, and you couldn't have controlled it, no matter what you did, whether it's like this or that. What Loon wants you to know is that it's not your fault, and he basically he wants you to stop blaming yourself, and to know that um like sometimes when it's time, you know yeah. Because the next card that I got is the Queen of Wands upright, which represents, like you were mentioning that he was very like feisty, right?
He was a sassy
And
boy.
very like individualistic. So like maybe like he's very like unique. He's like his own person. Like, he's very like he has his own personality, right?
Oh,
Um
yes.
yeah, so when you were mentioning that, I was like, oh, that makes sense, because the Queen of Wands represents, a being or a person that is very, um very like sassy, right? And very like very sassy, very confident, very, how do you say, yeah, someone who is very like fiery, very feisty, right? And that could be Loon. And I understand that, you want to know what to do next, and maybe you want to keep some of his things, or do things, like, make a little memorial or anything like that. I think that's a good idea, and this in this card as well represents like, happiness and satisfaction. And I think that what Loon is trying to tell you is that he wants you to be happy, and he wants you to
boy.
yeah. And now that I'm coming to the Queen of Wands, it makes a lot of sense why I kept thinking of sunflowers, because the Queen of Wands has a lot of sunflowers in the card as well, and sunflowers represents like happiness, it symbolizes life. And basically what it's trying to tell you is, in order to honor Loon, you should live your life to the fullest, because eventually you guys will be reunited, right? What he's trying
Yeah.
to tell you is that, like, understandably you're very sad about it, but he also wants you to live your life, to look forward, and to pursue your own happiness and to chase your own happiness, because in that is where you can honor him, in the sense of, oh, by being as happy as I can be and by chasing my own happiness, that is where, like, you honor me, in the sense of, I want you to be happy, you know?
Yeah. Oh, that one got me, but yeah.
Yeah, no, I get it. I understand. It's okay.
Mm.
And you know, the Queen of Wands can be represented by warmth as well, you know. And oh my god, wait, sorry. I'm reading, so because my deck isn't the traditional one, sometimes I'll pull up like the descriptions of the tarot cards.
Yeah.
Luna's a black cat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sorry. This is getting me too.
Oh!
No, but basically, so the website that I use for the tarot card description, I can read it out for you if you want, because
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit. Because once again, like, my card is not a standard deck, so it can be interpreted differently. So I like to use the official, like, description as well to kind of read off of that. But here's the description for the Queen of Wands, okay? And this card came out on its own. I didn't pull it out, nothing, and just popped out. So the image depicted in the Queen of Wands shows a queen sitting on the throne. She's holding a sunflower in her left hand, you know, and sunflowers are carved into her throne. All right. And the last line says, her hidden side is hinted at with the placement of the black cat at her feet, which is traditionally a symbol of witchcraft and occultism, but can also point at her ability to grasp with her intuition. So this card is like 100% being like, Moon is like, I'm here for you.
Aww.
And I am always watching over you. I'm always at your feet, basically. I think that's why I really felt like the whole, like, he likes to be at your feet, right? Whether that's you standing or you laying down. I think, does he sleep at your feet as well? Or no?
Well,
Like, he likes to be in your feet.
I would say when he did, yeah, he liked to sleep at the bottom of the bed, but then he'd sleep at the bottom, but he also sleep right next to me because he liked to curl up in my arm.
Yeah, all this cute.
And nuzzle up next to me, but yeah, his main sleeping spot was at the bottom of my bed.
And he seems like he's always at your feet, and so he's telling you, like, you know, I'm here, I'm here, like, meow.
Oh, my baby boy with the whiny meow.
Yeah, he is there for you, and he will always be with you at your feet. You know, he's telling you that in order to honor me, I guess you could also follow your intuition, follow your heart, be happy, follow your heart, and that is how you can honor me. Don't, like, how do I say this? Let me think. He's basically saying, stop looking in the past. Like, honor him in remembering him, but don't remain stuck in the past. Don't remain like, yeah, like constantly ruminating on what you could have done, or, you know, like, I should have shown him more love, or I should have, you know, done more for him. I should have given him more treats. He's trying to tell you that don't do that. Look forward to the future and keep going forward. Yeah, and the last card, the Four of Swords, represents rest, sanctuary, peace. So he's telling me that he's at peace now. No more pain. He's in like some little kitty sanctuary. But he also wants you to take a break, to rest your soul, your heart, your pain. Basically, it takes time for yourself to take care of yourself. That's another way to honor him, is to really, really take care of yourself, to let yourself rest and relax, recuperate, but also that he's very happy, he's very peaceful. No more pain, no more nothing.
That got me.
I know, I was tearing up too. That cat loves you very much.
My boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still tearing up. That's really sweet.
It really is.
Yeah.
He really loved I mean, I also loved him unconditionally, but he was
Mm.
very much, I love you so unconditionally, my
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah.
He just wanted snuggles. He only demanded his treats, mainly his medication at nighttime.
Yeah. Yeah. So I would say be comforted in the fact that he's always with you. He's always with you. Like,
Oh, my
I don't think he's
baby.
left your side for a single second. He's always there. And I would go far enough to say that he was your soul cat. Like, I don't know if you know what those are. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they soul cats and soul pets especially will always be with you, no matter where you go, no matter how old you are. So don't worry about it. And I know that it's very sad that he's not around anymore, but he's still there, you know, like in spirit, and like he's genuinely still there. Like you know, he's still bothering you, you know,
Yeah.
wherever he is. So yeah, I hope that helped.
That actually really did. Oh my god.
Yeah.
That really did. Thank you so much for that
Of
reading. I know, like,
course.
I'm a mess right now, but
No, it's understandable. Anybody would be a mess after that. I think I
yeah.
would be too, for sure. And I am a
Yeah.
mess over it too. So
Because I was
yeah.
like, I wanted to ask this question. I was like, but I don't know if it's gonna be too deep. I don't know how. But then, like, I remember you DM'd. You're like,
Yeah.
some things might get personal. I'm like, okay, so it is okay if I ask this.
Yeah, it is 100%.
Yeah, because like
Yeah.
I do think one of his ways of like letting me know he's there is, especially like if I hear like a against my door. And so occasionally, like, I will hear like a whether it's in from my office or in my room, or if, like, I'm taking a bath, I'll hear the little
Yeah.
him like being a little nuisance, like, let me in.
Yeah.
I want to snuggle. I want to stare at you. I want to cause trouble. I'm here.
Yeah.
So it definitely, all that really, I
That
wrote
makes
everything
sense.
down. Yeah.
Because I heard that noise just now while I was talking. I don't know if that was.
Oh,
like,
that was
from your
me.
side.
Sorry,
Oh,
that
okay.
was I was hitting my desk
No,
to kind of
that
emphasize.
makes sense. No, that makes sense. But yeah, just know that he's always with you. Know that he is still with you. Still at your feet, still by your side, and he wants you to be happy. Basically, you know, whether
my
that's
baby.
yeah, however that may seem, and yeah, I 100% believe that he will always be with you, whether that's like him remaining in spirit or him like reincarnating into another cat. I 100% believe that he'll find his way back to you, basically.
That is what I'm hoping.
Yeah.
That is what I'm hoping.
Yeah, when he
But
appears again, you'll know. You'll know for
yeah,
sure. Yeah.
like right now, because my other cat who passed of old age, there's a cat from again, the cat returns, called Mutta. And he looks exactly like Mutta. And then we have Loon,
Yeah.
who's named after the prince of the cat kingdom. So the way I always envision it is that they are up in the cat kingdom doing their thing. And, you know, they get to hang out with each other.
Yeah.
And it is good to know, like, he's here, you know, in spirit as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Aww. Yeah.
So your reading definitely beautiful.
I'm glad it helped. I'm glad it helped. Yeah. I wasn't sure if like I was reading it right, but for sure.
Oh
I
no,
felt
you
very...
read. It's perfect. No pun
good
intended.
Good to know. Good to know. Yeah. But yeah, thank you for sharing that and for being vulnerable about that too. Like, really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you did tell me to open up more.
Yeah, and what better way to do it than in front of multiple people online?
Hi, chat. Welcome to my trauma.
Oh my god. But yes, thank you so much for that and for listening and for, you know, answering my questions as well. I really appreciate it. And thank you for coming on to Tarot Talks. I really hope that that helped you. I really hope that, you know, I really hope you know that if you ever need somebody, I'll always be here to listen to, whether that's like, whether you come to me and you're like, I need a tarot reading now. I can do that too. So yeah, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you. Thank you for
Yeah.
having me and doing this. Like, I wrote down so many bullet points of your analysis. I could be like, I have these. I can write them in my journal and,
And the
put
VOD
it
will
up on
always
my
be
wall.
here. The VOD will always be
Yes!
here. Yes! I mean, you know what? I can download the VOD and can send it to you if you need to.
Me downloading it as well.
Yeah. So, yeah, I love you very, very much. Thank you
I
for
love you
coming on,
too.
for opening up, for sharing about Loon as well. And I hope that it
Mm-hmm.
helped you. Yeah.
It
Do you have
did. All
anything
of
you
your readings are
wanna
perfect.
do you have anything you wanna tell to chat
Hi,
before
chat.
we end?
I really don't know what all to say. I guess like in terms of promoting,
Yes.
we're continuing our Doki Doki Literature Club voice acting.
Yeah.
On Friday the 21st at 6:30 p.m. And we do have a giveaway happening with some of our Doki Doki Literature Club stickers, along with a cover
Yay.
of Doki Doki Forever coming out at the end of the month.
Yay!
So
Yippee!
it's a Doki Doki month. Very Doki
Doki
Doki.
Doki month! That is
Doki
so
Doki.
exciting! Yeah! But
Yes.
yes, thank you so much for coming.
Thank
And I really
you.
appreciate it. And okay. Do we say bye-bye now?
It's I don't know. What do we usually do?
I don't have
I
a
can I can hang up if you need to chat with your.
Oh no, it's okay. I'm probably just gonna end like right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. I don't really have an ending greeting, but Otsudora, thank you guys so much for coming, and I'll see you guys like in a couple of hours. Actually, I kind of double booked myself multiple days, so
Oh gosh.
please watch out for my waiting room stream. Waiting rooms on YouTube. I'll be going live again in 9 hours. So
Let's
watch out for that.
go.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for coming and bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.